no.
All right, headlines now, you guys. And boy, this story just shocking out of Russia, where 10 people dead after fire breaks out in a strip club in Moscow. 4 others are in the hospital right now. Now, an eyewitness says a performer's act got out of control and a container with flammable liquid caught fire.
And a house near Cleveland, Ohio, destroyed after an explosion, a gas leak being blamed. A neighboring home damaged as well. Luckily, no one was hurt.
A teenager is killed in a hit and run while visiting a roadside memorial for his friend who had just died. 18-year-old Andrew Coit was at the memorial in Rhode Island for a friend who was killed in a car accident over the weekend. While at the memorial, Coit was hit by a driver who then took off. He died at the scene.
Stock market opens in about an hour. The Dow is up 20 on Friday, and the NASDAQ was up 4.
And yes, as you said, the Dow was up, and the Dow was actually up 370 points for the entire week, which is the biggest gain in 4 years for the Dow. In today's Stocks on Fox, Wayne Stutzer, financial consultant, senior vice president, RBC Dane Rauscher, joined us now.
Yes, it was quite a week on Wall Street, and with that big gain that you just mentioned, Rick, now the markets are back to where they started the year at. So we've made it all back.
See, you have to exhale when you breathe, and now we're breathing again.
That's absolutely right, which also shows you that people that sort of weren't able to deal with those choppy waters and maybe just headed for the hills and went to cash, possibly missed this whole move to the upside.
Yeah, right.
Which is why you always have to
You're
ask
referring
yourself.
to me at all?
Yeah, but now that you bring it up.
That was a pretty sullen. Yeah, right.
I know.
You know, it always goes back again to know your time frame and know your objective for what
Exactly.
you're trying to do with the money.
Exactly.
So you don't get into these squalls that are happening and will continue to happen throughout your investment life.
I put a bunch of money into Home Depot during that time period, remodeling the kitchen.
That's right. Good for you.
Not stock. And then housing, we're getting new housing numbers today, and I saw a headline that Lennar, who has a big presence here in the Valley, I guess they're expected to report their earnings too, right?
Right. And the new home market has been actually pretty decent. The expectations are for a rise in new home sales as the builders continue to give us great deals to try to get us into the market to buy, and I think a lot of people are taking them up on those deals.
I think I saw an ad for, you know, I think it was Meritage. Now, remember I was trying to buy a Meritage home?
Sure,
and you had to go sit in a family room with 150 other people, and they drew 2 names out.
Right.
Well, now there was an ad, I think they were giving away $60,000 worth of incentives to buy a house.
Oh yeah, it could represent maybe as much as 20-25% to 30%, depending upon where you are, on the price that those homes would have gone for just 2 years ago.
Yeah. See how the cycles go?
That's right.
Isn't that interesting? Hey, is Bernanke speaking this week to Congress?
He's at the Joint Economic Committee. It's a hearing. He's going to be giving a speech, and he'll be talking, I'm sure, about the state of the economy as we head into the second quarter of the year, and that should be quite interesting, especially in light of the Federal Reserve Board's comments after last week's meeting. So this will be a good one. This is the guy that you want to listen to.
Right.
Not Mr. Alan Greenspan, the former Fed chief. This is the man who really pulls the strings.
Do you think he's doing a good job? Do you think he's easier to understand than his predecessor?
Well, yes, he's definitely, because he speaks in words like yes and no. So absolutely so. And yes, I think as I've said before, Bernanke is going to prove himself to be very pro-growth when it comes to the economy. He does not want the economy to falter.
And in less than 30 seconds, we do have economic numbers.
Lots of economic numbers throughout the week. We pull them up real quick here. Besides the new homes today, consumer confidence tomorrow, big ticket durable goods. On Thursday, we're going to get the final revised numbers for the fourth quarter growth rate. And then on Friday, numbers on income and spending. In between all that, we'll get figures on inflation. So there is a lot of stuff this week for the market.
We're going to be busy.
Oh, yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay, it will be fun. All right.